It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Hello and welcome to episode 76 of the rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me as always, Miss lovely Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. How's it going, Lori?
So good, Amelia. So good. We're wrapping up the year.
Say that again.
I said we're wrapping up the year. It's crazy.
I know. I can't believe this episode drops December 22nd. So we will have like a week left of the year after this. So
Crazy.
We have so much to talk about.
Yes.
Including our sponsor, which will go into Vegas. So let's give a shout out and hear our message from PPAI.
Get ready for excitement, opportunity, and of course, a little promo fun. The PPAI Expo is where the industry goes to build connections and discover insights for a successful year in promo. Exhibits open January 16th through 18th, and the PPAI conference will take place January 15th.
So cool.
Yay! Vegas.
Yes. So awesome. Thank you, PPAI, all of our friends over there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a feeling Vegas might be the topic a couple times today, but no. Well, let's just catch up. What do you got going on? It's holidays. It's been a while. Tell me what you're doing. What you're going to be doing.
Well, I'm mostly grounded right now. Like I'm not on a plane, and I'm going a little crazy. I am going to fly this weekend though to go see my nephew who's in from New Zealand for 6 months in Albuquerque playing basketball. That has been his dream. He's 16, and his dream was to play for an American high school team. So his dad and him are here for 6 months in Albuquerque. And I'm flying out this weekend to see 2 basketball games, high school basketball games. So I will be moving about the cabin over the weekend.
That's
super exciting.
Awesome. And when you said grounded, I thought at first you meant you were on Santa's naughty list. And I was like, oh, I thought we were going to have some stories, but you just meant not in the air.
Not in the air. I could be naughty. I could be grounded. Santa could ground me.
I bet if we ask Santa, there might be some little checks under the naughty list for Lori, but we won't spill that tea today.
No, I'm not spilling any tea today.
No.
What are you up to? You were gone.
I was gone. I was at 12,000 feet in Breck, and I have a little picture to show. This is so cute. So the top picture is the first year that we took our kids skiing 7 years ago, and then my daughter tried to reenact it. We couldn't get my son to do it more than once, so the picture was as close as we could get it. But yeah, so cute that they wanted to reenact that. So yeah, ski trip was amazing. Had a great time. What else is going on? The holidays, when this drops, Christmas will be in 3 days, and then Vegas is coming up in like 2.5 weeks after this drops, which I'm not even ready for. For the new year, I am the current or incoming vice president of my regional association, PPA Midwest. So that's exciting. And I'm starting my committee calls with women's leadership. So that group starts up again.
Gosh.
So a lot going on. It's going to be a busy year. Busy year.
That's incredible. It's going to be a busy year. And I do enjoy this time a little bit being grounded. I'm working on agreements. I'm strategizing for next year, getting my ducks in a row. However, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah. Vegas will be a nice refresh. I know it's always crazy. Like everyone's like, are you looking forward to it? I'm like, don't really look forward to it. But when I'm there, I'm having a great time. And I need the Vegas every year. You need that. You need that trip.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
along
work.
with the trip. I know. So along with the trips and all the stuff that's going on, you probably have some good tips for us on how to cope with the holidays and travel and New Year's. So what's your living with Lori?
So let's talk about 12 days of wellness, December mindfulness rituals. Super, super good. Again, remember, I don't expect you to do all 12. There's actually 9 on here, but we're doing the 12 days of wellness. So craft a New Year's vision board. I am a huge believer in vision boards. I keep them, and the vision boards can actually, they're fluid. So you can change them as you feel fit. You might see something that you're reading and you cut it out and you're like, this is something I'm going to add to my vision board. So the vision board doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be stagnant. You can actually just keep it live and add to it. So I'm a huge believer in the vision boards. Make a doable holiday bucket list. What does that look like? Something that you want to achieve. Like for me, I'm going to take to the earth. I'm going to get out, make sure I get some fresh air and sunshine. But I think I actually want to shop the day after Christmas this year. Normally that's not something on my bucket list, but I think I'm going to tackle it with a glass of wine or two. What could go wrong? The other thing is choose one mantra to return to all season. That's really good. So all season means all year. It doesn't mean just December. Pick one day to do a winter deep clean. I mentioned last podcast, I've been purging. I normally purge at this time of year, get rid of clothes, donate that I'm not wearing anymore. So just find a day to do a deep clean. Build a holiday playlist to set the mood. I heard Christmas music this week in the store, and it's the first time I have, which is odd, but I'm like, I need to put Spotify on and listen to some holiday music. Cook and share a special recipe. I'm going to get my cookie recipes out and bake. Begin a short morning meditation practice. Okay. This is where I get stuck. You all know that I'm not a good meditator. I should say not good. It's not something I do. However, I just refreshed my Calm app and I listened to that all night. And this morning waking up, and I have to tell you, I got the best sleep. So that's going to be like my meditation is my Calm app. We are looking at write 10 things you're grateful for this year. What a great exercise. 10 things. I hope you can find 50 things and you struggle to put the top 10 on there. Write 10 things you're grateful for this year, and then clear clutter you don't want in 2024. And clear clutter can be anything that is personal. It can be physical. It could be relationships. It could be anything that is not serving you going into 2024 clean. So that's my wellness for December.
I love those. And cleaning, so like the spring cleaning, the fall cleaning, the winter cleaning, that's definitely, I feel like, especially this time of year when it depends on where you live, but like it's getting cold now and some days it's just gross here in Kansas. So you need to find something productive, like that you accomplish something, and cleaning out the closet is a good thing. I always need help though. I can't let go. I'm like, what if I wear it again? What if I need it? I need a person to pick me in the ass and be like, make a decision. Like I need somebody to do the fast decisions where you don't think about it because I'll stew on it forever.
I'll do that with you. I'll totally do that with you. So yes, I'll come see you. You can FaceTime me. But when have you gotten rid of something that you have at some point gone, oh gosh, I wish I had that right now? When have you done that? Have you?
Probably never, unless it was something super random where my daughter was like, oh, we have a spirit day, or I have to dress up in some weird thing. And I'm like, dang it, I had this weird thing that I'd been saving forever. And then I got rid of it. So I'll try.
It's good.
I'll try.
Because you can always replace it, right? It's like,
yeah.
You can always replace it.
Purge the people, purge the bad things.
Purge, get rid of it.
Oh.
What have you done to your children?
Okay. I did not this time. So I just want to put that out there. I have been a stellar mom. I am perfect. My kids love me. Just kidding. I embarrass them all the time. But so I didn't mommed it. My husband dadded it. I don't know how to say it. Dadded it, whatever he did. He messed with my daughter really bad on vacation. So she had a winter formal, and it was the day that we were scheduled to come home. Long story short, we decided to come home the night before just to avoid a bad storm and driving in ice, and then so we didn't have to rush. So we were out to dinner every night on vacation, and we were talking about her upcoming winter formal and the boy she was going with and all this stuff. And my husband starts messing with her and telling her that the school sent out a email to all the parents asking them to come chaperone or come be part of the dance and da-da-da. And he had her convinced that he had signed up to come to her winter formal. This went on for most of the dinner. And I kept telling her, I'm like, he's full of it. Don't believe him. Like I was telling her, it's a lie. It's a lie. She believed him, and it got to the point that she actually started crying because she was so upset that her dad was messing with her. So this is a picture while he is messing with her, and she is so thinks it's true, and you can almost tell that there's a tear in her eye watering, but I started laughing so hard because I thought she knew he was joking. And so I was laughing, and then she started crying, and I thought she was cry laughing. And she was like, no, I'm not sad. I don't want that to go. So the rest of the time we called him liar once he finally admitted to it. And then I just have to show this because she's my pretty girl. But this is her. Click the right button here. This was her getting ready for her winter formal. So that was her before she went to her dance with her friends and her fella.
She's gorgeous.
But I just thought, thank you. I think so too. But I just thought that was so funny that he had her convinced, and she was literally shedding tears because she was so mortified that her dad would be at the dance.
Remind me, the kids are doing Snapchat, but they're not talking. How are they referring to each other now?
That's what they say, talking. They're talking. They don't say dating, which is totally what it is, dating, but they call it
talking. That's probably to keep the parents like off the track, right? Like we're just talking. We're not dating. We're just talking. That's to keep the parents like, oh, my daughter's not dating. She's just talking. Oh dear.
Yeah. As long as there's no funny business going on, they can talk all they want.
They can talk as much as they want.
Okay, well, since I just talk on Snap, just through keys on the phone, I'm cool with that. Okay, so jumping into our next segment, since I was not a failure, I was a do-gooder. I want to talk about some other do-gooders in our industry. And I know that recently a lot of the regionals have holiday parties, and I've seen a lot of pictures. So I want to shout out to all of the regionals that have some type of philanthropic endeavor in their regional association. And I've noticed at the holidays, especially, a lot of people are doing donations and trying to help families in need or different charities. I know ASPA did a toy drive, which is amazing.
Yes.
My regional association, PPAI Midwest, we worked with a group called kvc.org, and they have locations in 5 or 6 states, and they try to help prevent neglect and abuse in children, and then also mental wellness. So shout out to them. And I just happened to get a press release recently from ID Product Source. They did a drive for Toys for Tots, and it's their 6th year. So kudos. We like hearing this stuff. And if you have something that you've done good as an individual or a company, please let me know, because I would love to talk about it on the show and give you guys some accolades. So
good. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Bravo. Thank you. I'll turn my light on for that.
Oh,
It's too long. You can't.
It's super cute. I should have planned better.
Oh, well, Lori, you said you've been grounded. So as well-rounded, have you watched or read anything recently that is binge-worthy or recommendable to the followers here?
I've been I should show you actually these anatomy books that I'm tackling for Pilates. They are gnarly. Like veins, tendons, muscles, bones, like, and how everything works. I've got to get this finished before the end of this year. And then I can start team teaching. So that's my goal. That's been my reading is my anatomy book. And I know I need to partner with your daughter and do this.
I was going to say, you guys should have a study session because she's taking a college anatomy class this year.
Oh, she'll appreciate this. Yeah. And I have to
Physiology, it is?
Yeah, physiology, it all goes together. So yeah, this anatomy book, it stares at me all day long. It's in my bookshelf right now because I move it and take it back, but it's so much, like so much. Extensor, flexor, like and it's probably a little over the top in terms of what we're doing, but I'll definitely, like, if somebody's got an injury, I need to understand what's contraindicated, modifications. So, I love learning, as you know, but I just got to do it. So that's been it's boring to everybody else, but I'm totally into my anatomy book right now.
Well, you should have me be your study partner because I'm very good at it with my daughter. She gives me her cue cards and I will say one thing and she'll like point to it on her body, or I'll say it in we'll say English and she has to tell me like the Latin word for it. And so I like to make up funny rhymes, or if there's something to do with a certain body part, I'll like make fun of that body part on myself so that it like comes up.
And she'll remember that, right? She'll remember it with association. So I love it. We'll set up in our spare time, Amelia, with some wine. We'll set up a study session for anatomy. Oh.
Okay.
What about you?
I can be the study. Don't ask me to answer the questions, but I can do.
Okay. Okay, perfect. I love it.
Okay, so let's see. So instead of recommending or telling you about shows that I've binged, because I'm kind of all over the place just watching a bunch of random stuff, just trying to see what sticks. But I did research some shows that are coming out. So these are what to watch. So the first one, oh my gosh, The Crown, the final season is dropping. So season 6, part 2 will drop by the time we record this. It dropped on December 12th. And that's the final installment of this series. So if you're Crown fans, get your watch on. And this ends with as William and Kate get married. So as an adult. So that's where that segues off. The other movie, it's more of a movie, and it's on Netflix as well. It's called Maestro, and it's a true story about the composer Leonard Bernstein. And it stars Bradley Cooper, who I love, Carey Mulligan, also awesome, Matt Boomer. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but if you've watched Magic Mike, he's one of the hot guys in that. And Sarah Silverman. So that is something that I will add to my watch list over the holidays. So if anybody watches those, please let me know what you think. And yeah, those are what's coming down the pipeline that looks good.
The Crown for sure.
Yeah. Have you started season 6?
No, but now I haven't, but I'm going to. So I need to check with my sister because she did this whole genealogy map. Somewhere she said we have royalty in our family. We're probably help. I don't know, but I need to find out because I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night to watch weddings, funerals, the whole shebang. I'm fascinated by it. And we had a castle over in Ireland called the Bolton Castle.
Very cool.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen any proceeds from the castle.
Well, when I did my ancestry thing a while back, I thought I was a lot German. I thought I was quarter German. 3% is all that came back when I did my DNA swab. So I'm mostly Scandinavian. But my great grandparents on my mother's side, their name was Noble, and they track all the way back to the early years in England or whatever. So my mom's well, if the last name was Noble, I'm people changed their name when they came to this country all the time. It could have been Schnagendazer, I don't know. It could have been anything, and people just picked different last names to make it easier when they came.
Yeah,
I have no idea. Yeah, but speaking of, totally off subject here, but family and ancestry and small world. So when we were on the ski lift, you go down, you ski, you get on the lift. All the people that are working the lifts and everything always have their badges with their names, and it says where they're from. Well, the one day we were down there, everybody was from Kansas that was working the lift. We were in Colorado, so not a big deal, but it was my section of Kansas. So they were all from like Overland Park, Wichita, Pittsburgh. One person had a tag, which will mean nothing to anybody else, but it said Oregon, Missouri. That is like a population of less than 1,000 people. And it's where my great grandma lived. And I asked the guy, I was like, I know Oregon, my family's from there. And I dropped our family last name. And he was like, oh yeah, Fred. And I was like, oh my God, that's my great uncle. He's like, yeah, I know him. And I was like, what are the odds I'm on a ski lift? I see he's from a city, a super small town. I drop a name of a great.
That's crazy.
I should have gotten his name so I could go back and ask my family. I have a feeling that if he's from there, like I'm sure we know a ton of the same people, but you can only talk for so long. You're like, and then your lift goes. So you can't stop the line. Then I'm like,
or you're gonna get hurt. I've done it before. I'm like, wait.
A few years ago, my skis crossed underneath the lift, and so I couldn't go up. So my family stayed on it, and I just fell off onto the thing, hit my head. Luckily, I was wearing a helmet on the bottom of it, the metal, and I had a down coat on, and the bottom of the thing ripped my coat, and I didn't realize it. And when I started skiing down the hill, all the feathers from the down were like flying out, and it looked like I was a chicken, like just shedding all over.
Hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh, not again. One and done. Not doing that.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So, Lori, it is the holidays, and last year I tortured you and made you try to guess all of the odd. Oh Jesus! You can tell I've not started drinking this morning.
Christmas
all of the
in other languages.
Yes, all of the traditions that other countries do for Santa, like carrots or shoes and stuff. So instead of torturing you, I found some fun facts, and I think you'll find these interesting. The first one I'm going to have you guess. Just you throw out a number. It's like guessing how many pennies are in a jar. So the tallest Christmas tree ever was a Douglas fir, and it was displayed in downtown Seattle in the 50s. And at that time, it cost just shy of $20,000 to buy. My question for you, ma'am, is how tall do you think this tree was? How many feet tall do you think this tree was?
200 feet.
Good guess. 221 feet.
That's amazing, Amelia. Do I win? I'm within a certain percentage of the real answer.
You get a light spot. I don't have anything to give to you right now.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, no way, it's not going to be that big. 221 feet?
Yeah, I wish I would have looked now to see like
a building or something like
buildings to know how many stories that is. Because that seems like a lot of stories. So if anybody comments, please let me know how many stories 221 feet are.
That's huge. $20,000. Like, how do you transport something like that?
A semi.
I don't know.
A semi.
Yeah.
Well, it was in downtown Seattle, so I'm guessing they probably cut it somewhat local, so they didn't have to transport it. But $19,000 in the 50s, that's some money.
That's so much money.
Okay, here's one that you will thoroughly enjoy. And it's also disgusting, and we're all just pigs over the holidays, basically. How many calories do you think the average American consumes on Christmas Day?
Over 5,000.
Over 7,000 calories. That's like
unreal.
What you eat in a week, like Monday through Friday.
Yeah. No, it is actually. It is. Like I don't count calories. People know that I don't count calories. I don't believe in it. But like if you're using a 1,500 to 2,000 calorie a day, like if you're using that as a gauge, you're like eating you're consuming so much. And so what does that look like in terms of crashing, weight gain, guilt? Like there's no moderation there at all at 7,000 calories. That's my favorite word,
Yes, because to lose a pound in a week, you have to be at a 3,500 calorie deficit for the week with your intake. Yeah. So, I mean, you better work out really hard because the day after you're not going to feel like it. And everybody make sure you wear stretchy pants or like don't wear tight jeans because it just won't be good. Don't do that.
But I question, like, I understand there's all, the food and the sweets, but like, why indulge to that extent? Grace, you'll still get like a little bit of everything.
So you might have a breakfast, you might go to multiple things, you're like eating lunch, and then there's snacks, and then there's dinner, and there's drinks throughout the day, and all the different desserts. So it adds up fast. You don't think about it, but it adds up
so fast. So fast.
Okay, this is super funny. You know how Canada has postal codes versus us having our zip codes, and they have letters in theirs, which is really cool. Also makes it really hard for me to remember. So in Canada, Santa Claus has his own personal code. And over 1 million children in Canada send Santa their Christmas wishes by mail every year. Do you want to take any guess as to what the postal code is for Santa in Canada? Lori's going to think hard. Remember, this is kids. These are for kids writing letters to.
Like S8 NTA.
Oh, that's cute. No, it's ho, ho, ho. HOH space OHO. So ho, ho, ho.
Cute. It's super cute. Who gets these letters? I love that.
I don't know. Somebody, I mean, they go somewhere. 1 million letters. They got to be delivered. Somebody's PO box is going to be overflowed or overfull for sure. Oh, okay. Well, those are my fun facts. Wish everybody happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Mazel Tov, cheers. I don't know. Whatever you do, have a great time. Enjoy the time off. Spend time with your family. Maybe catch up and get a couple of Lori's tips in to make you kind of feel refreshed and like you've accomplished something over the holidays. Yes. And we will see everybody again in January. Woo! We have an episode that drops the first part of January on the 12th. We are doing a little reformatting, so you guys will have to stay tuned to see what kind of shenanigans Lori and I will be up to, but we're going to refresh everything. And then we will also be recording live in Las Vegas on Tuesday, which is the 16th of January?
16th. Yeah, the 16th.
16th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're in Vegas, stop by the booth. We'll be recording live. And then, thank you to our sponsors, PPAI. We will all see you guys here in a few weeks.
Amazing, amazing. Happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah. We've been lighting the Hanukkah candles every night. We're at night 6 tonight. So super fun. Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho. Write your letters to Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. I love it. See you all in January.
Okay. Bye. Cheers.